Hey everybody, welcome back to 1 Minute Walking Tours. As always, I'm your host Jonathan, and here we're continuing our coverage, I guess, interpretation of the Battle of Antietam, or Sharpsburg as it's also known. And you can see this beautiful house behind me, built in 1809 by the Pry, P-R-Y family. That's Philip and Elizabeth Pry, owned this 100-acre farm at the time of the battle. And on September 16, the day before the battle, in 1862, George McClellan picks this house and the prominent hill it sits on to be his headquarters. Now, this was also served as a field hospital, but anyone will tell you any building around a Civil War battle will say it was a hospital. Now, McClellan picked this because, as I said, it commanded the view all the way around here, and this was all open at the time, so you could see all over. So you can imagine hundreds, if not thousands, of Union soldiers and horses and wagons just descending on the prize. Now, McClellan was kind enough to have an ambulance send the prize into this town, into Sharpsburg, so they would not have to be here for his time in command here of the battle. And after the battle, there had been so much damage to the farm that the Pry's submitted claims to the government for reimbursement. And the financial burden of rebuilding after the battle was so much that in 1874 they left and they moved to Tennessee, I believe. So there would have been horses all up through here, ready to carry the general's dispatches. There would have been telescopes and tripods helping to sight out the battle, and all of this was open. All of this was open at the time, and McClellan could see right down into where the rebels were, and they had 3 days, or 2 or 3 days, to get ready for this battle, because they're waiting for the rest of the bulk of their army to come up from Harper's Ferry. So McClellan knows he has to attack, but he has to attack people who have been there and they're waiting for it, they're ready for it. So this would have been a perfect place to see and observe the battle. And I'm not sure I'm pointing it to correctly, but right there, that tower, that's the sunken road. So that's about the center of the battlefield. And it's really easy to blame McClellan. Oh, well, you should have been leading from the front. But that's not really his command style, and it's also not really necessarily the way you can fight the battle here in Sharpsburg because of the way all the rolling terrain is. But you can just picture horses tied up right up along here, and men milling about and bringing the general information. And he's looking through the telescope and sending off dispatches, and people in and out of the house and caring for wounded. It would have been quite a scene for the day of the battle. Well, if you're ever here in Sharpsburg, Maryland, and you want to come by and see the Pry House, it's also a museum. You can come by and have a look and see the Antietam battlefield as General McClellan would have. So I hope you enjoy the video, and we'll see you here soon on 1 Minute Walking Tour.